This week's hybrid work tip is all about the digital tool stack you need in place in order to improve collaboration within your team. Now, digital tools are a massive enabler to all work, but particularly when you're working remotely or in a hybrid manner. And in order to work well, you need to have intentionality about what tool you use for what. And everybody needs to follow the same protocol. Now, the symptoms of not doing this well, people in my workshops talk about all the time. So over 100 emails a day, spending a couple of hours a day permanently trying to empty their inbox, sending documents instead of links so that there's never a perfect version of the truth. And somebody's updated the document and it turns out you were looking at version 58 and apparently we're now on 62. So sending documents, not links. You also see it in, if you had that WhatsApp to say, have you got my email? Just inefficient because there's a lack of clarity about what tool we're using when. Now, I think the best way to think about it is like a hub and a spoke. Now, Phil Simon talked about this in his book, Reimagining Collaboration. And for me, when I read this, it was suddenly really clear. The whole concept of a hub and a spoke made it so simple to understand. Now, a hub is your core tools. So these are tools everybody across the business uses. And essentially you need three key things all agreed and everybody stays on it. First, it is the communication tool beyond email. So Teams or Slack. This is all about making communication transparent and topic related communication instead of an email box which is full of every single topic under the sun. Much more efficient, helps you to keep focused. The second thing is your video conferencing, so that you're really clear which video conference tool you use, and then you can spend time really getting the most out of that functionality that is available to you. And the third thing is clarity on your shared drive, so where you store your documents and files, and the file protocol that exists between you. So it's really easy to find any given shared document. The spoke is any functional tool that you may be using, functional or role specific. So this could be a project management tool like Trello that helps workflow move through. Or you could work in sales and it's a CRM system. Or you might be like my brother-in-law who works in logistics and therefore it might be the customs system or the planning system. So these would be spokes that need to integrate as much as possible into the hub, the core tools. So the more you can kind of create automation between these to keep the things all linked together, the easier it is. Now it takes time to set up a way of working digitally together. So what to do about it? Okay, there are 5 steps that I think if you and your team followed this, you would automatically improve the collaboration and the efficiency within the team. And it doesn't even take that long. Okay, so together, step 1, list what are you all using and what for. What you'll discover, as normally happens in my workshops, that you rapidly find there's a level of duplication and a lack of consistency. Step 2, discuss. So what are the pros and cons? What are some of the things that people are using tools for that other members of the team might not know that functionality even exists? So really discuss what's working and what's not, and what are the pros and cons of the tool. Step 3, then decide what you're going to use for what. Okay, and it's a choice. It really is a choice. We can all be constantly pursuing the next shiny good thing and go, well, this one would be better. Actually, you can just achieve much better productivity by making a choice and then really working within that framework that you agree with your teammates. So then once you've decided, and write it down, by the way, document what you're deciding. You have to commit. Okay, it doesn't work if everybody's going to keep their favorite thing and go, oh, I still want to do this way. Everybody has to say, okay, we're all going to give this a go. Let's try it for the next 4 or 6 weeks and see what happens. And then step 5 is to review. So you're just testing and trying out until you and your team find the best way of using the digital tools that help you the most. And that's it. Every time I do this with the team, they gain really good improvements in productivity and alignment because they have absolute clarity in what they use for what. So try this out and let me know in the comments how you get on. And if you've got any problems, let me know.